equates Esau to Pharaoh.
Yup.
Romans 9:17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
The same as why Esau is being raised up in the amount of pride. So the Lord, when he brings him down, is going to be highly recognized, the glory and the power and the might of the Lord, man. Everybody going to know that the Lord, Yahweh Shai did that. Just like Pharaoh in Egypt. Drowning Pharaoh's army in the Red Sea. The Egyptians knew, man, hey, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh did that. You know? Yeah, that's right. So that's why Esau is raising up. That's why he has his with the Star Wars program or whatever. What's that? Space Force. You know? Because they really gonna try to fight against Yahweh Shai in the angel, man. You know? Because the Lord putting that pride in them, man, to raise up. So he can dust them off. To show who's really powerful. Go ahead.
God, skipping back down to verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Right, so you can make a beautiful vase that can hold a bouquet of flowers, or you can make a toilet which hold, you know what?
Yep.
All right? Just to give you brothers a concept, go ahead.
Verse 22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Much long suffering for those vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. A sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. The hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do wicked. So Esau, Edom think just because the Most High hasn't judged them collectively as a nation and brought them down, they think they just gonna run off into the sunset. Nobody.
He made his power known. He's going to pass himself to recognize God. And in 1 hour, he's going to obliterate this. And the nation's going to know that it's going to be so epic that a higher power did it. That's how, like I said, that's how it's going to showcase his power. That's right. Long suffering, that's already shown on the foundation of earthly. So I'm going to let y'all do all this. I'm going to get you all this knowledge. You're going to listen me, replace me, you're going to rebel against me. I'm going to do these things. And that everybody wants to know that there is a God on earth. And also was going to protect people.
That's right.
And he's done it so much so on a level where he's actually put himself as the children of the Most High. Right? He said that, hey, we the nation of Israel. You know? Hey, the Lord dealing with us, we're going to be in the land and we're going to try to deal with this tradition, you know? But it talks about that in Psalms 50. You thought that I was one of such as thyself. But then we're going to set us in order, and then this process of him falling down is going to happen, man.
Right.
You know?
Setting up traps to where our people have to sin so he can blame us. That's why it talks about in Revelation 12, the accuser of our brethren is being cast down. Because that's what Esau does. He sets up these snares to where our people go off, putting pork and all of these abominable foods and everything to make us go off, man. So then he could pray and blame. Look what they doing. They killing each other. They selling drugs and all of that to each other. They commit adultery, you know, so on and so forth.
Yeah. But the elect is like Job, you know, when the Most High had Satan go tempt, you know, Job, he was like, look, I bet that if I touch him, he gonna curse you.
Right.
But then, hey, Job kept his integrity. Right. At the end, he got double for, you know, everything back and more, man. You know.
That's right.
Keep hope alive.
You know the scripture. We're gonna go back to that.
I got one. Okay.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 12:26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Break it down.
God, I was just going back on the point that you was making, Zaquan, about how Esau. This is how Esau categorizes us, right, and accuses his brethren, man. As the brother quoted Psalms the 50th chapter earlier, when you read Psalms 50 and 19. He says, for thou sittest and speakest and slanderest thy own mother's son. That's going back to what we're reading, Genesis 25th chapter. Esau and Jacob. And we see this happen up on a worldwide scale, man. This whole world is nothing but a center stage for the two main actors in the Most High's movie, Jacob and Esau.
That's right.
And right now, right, we have two testimonies. We have two witnesses, man. Northern kingdom and southern kingdom testifying against Esau, Edom, as Esau is trying to testify against us wrongly, man. All right, but Yahweh Shema Shah is already vindicated and justified his elect. Romans the 8th chapter goes to that. So there's nothing that this damn devil can do. He can shoot all the rockets he wants up to the moon. He can make as many Tyrones as he wants. But the Lord has already sealed those as numbered for the feast, man.
That's right, brother. That's a preach right there.
I got reset real quick.
Go ahead.
Just going into, well, you know what, actually, you know what, hold on. I gotta get that, Revelation, the accuser of our brethren has been cast down first. This is, Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. Okay, it says, and I heard a loud voice, saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointing. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Right? And so that's Esau's job. Esau's job is, like the scripture said in Revelation the 6th chapter, he's the red horse. To him it was given a great sword and power to take peace from the earth. Which, you know, I know we haven't gotten to the prophecy in Genesis 27 yet, you know, Esau's blessing. You know what I mean? But we kind of getting a little ahead of ourselves, you know, but as far as the prophecy is concerned, Esau's end is to be cast down, right? And we started off with that second area of 6 and 9. Esau is the end of this world, but how? How is he going to be brought down? How is he going to be dismantled? You see, the prophecies explain how he's going to get brought down. That's how we know we're in a lifetime. You know?
All right, let's go back to it. Oh, Shalaki, was it more?
No, that's it.
Let's go back to it. What verse?
This is Genesis chapter 25, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Talking about Rebecca, right? The wife, or the wife of Isaac. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Right. The first came out red, man. Because contrary to popular belief, so-called white people are not white. The brother, the elder right there, he got a white hoodie on, man. I don't see no so-called white person look like that, man. Their blood, they have translucent skin. Their blood shows forth through their skin. They're more like a pinkish, which pink is a derivative of red. All right? Go ahead.
They even got that term rednecks. You know?
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, in the South, you know.
Yeah, the spiritual example of
That's right. They call each other that too. You know?
When they get hot, tired, they start turning red. They
You
get
slap the shit out of them, they're gonna turn red.
They turn red. They get shot. They turn red. So all these people are clues.
If I can say too, and they identify when somebody says like you a redneck, like that's like derogatory. So they subconsciously know that means that, you know, red identifies with bad. You know what I'm saying? Red stop sign. You know what I'm saying? A red light. Everything red pretty much is like a, you know, it's like when a nigga say, oh, I see red. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like red is it identifies
Negative.
something that's negative.
You gotta stop at the stoplight. It's just, you know, it's all kind of examples, man.
Right.
Scripture talks about being crimson. And it goes back to the word criminal.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
also a derivative of red as well.
It's in the scriptures. Yeah.
I perceive through the spirit. Most so-called white people at this appointed time, through the spirit of the word going out, they know when we say Esau, Edom, they know who we're talking about now.
Yeah.
They know, bro.
Yeah, because they're not slow as Jake. They are researching.
Yeah.
You know, they hear they walk past like Edomite. Let me go home and research. Jake, you know, Jake just docile, compliant. You know, just
Ugly and all.
through, man.
So that biblical, that true biblical identity is starting to catch up with them, man, because they tried to run away from it for so long. You know, but it's being made manifest through the spirit, especially as brothers keep preaching the word. You know. All right, we can go back.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Right, and they called his name Esau. Let's get scholarly for a second. Let's look up the word Esau.
I got you right here. Which I must preface it by saying that Esau is a compound word, just like how Israel is a compound word. You know what I'm saying? Meaning it has multiple words within the same word.
Yeah.
Okay. So the word here is Strong's H6215. All right, Aishawa. Okay. Now the root word is Aishash. Okay. Which, if you go in the blue letter, by the way, because we're talking about Esau, right? Esau doesn't want you to know the etymology of his name. That's why he changes, like even when you go into Edom, right? Genesis 36, Esau is Edom,
Yeah.
right? And you go in the blue letter on that. That's why we say sometimes the blue letter goes off because, like you said, he knows that he knows who he is. He knows you know what I'm saying? He knows who he is, so he's trying to hide it.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it look like, okay, well, if you look into it, okay, he ain't going, and it's not going to be that bad.
Right.
You know, so just prefacing it because, let's say, like a brother that's listening to the class, he might go onto the blue letter and try to see what Esau means on the blue letter because we use the blue letter a lot, right? But if you go in the blue letter, you're not going to get the breakdown.
Yeah, because they go off sometimes.
Right.
Especially like on the word Edom, I think especially the die in the Ra.
Well,
They used to have it messed up, I know.
Yeah, it's out of one.
Right.
Edom, right?
Right.
It's 4 letters.
They used to have it as like a rum or
But
something.
they took the Y out and make it the same name as Adam.
Right.
Okay.
See that?
Okay.
They try to make it look like Edom is Adam. It's the same word.
Could cause some confusion.
You see what I'm saying? He's Satan,
Right.
right?
Yeah, just like, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Or Edomite.
Right.
But that's
Yeah,
really
exactly.
wrong.
Right. Because he's talking about Syrian. Right.
It's a clerical error, but Esau.
He slipped that in. So you got to be astute when you're dealing with the blue letter too. You still have to use proper exercise, and discernment,
Yep, it's stumbling blocks. It's stumbling blocks in the blue letter. You know what I'm saying? So being able to see those stumbling blocks and get past them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people see them and stumble.
Right.
That's the purpose of a stumbling block. But those that get past it is following the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Right.
That's the only way you're gonna get through the stumbling blocks is by following the Lamb.
Right.
You see? You got it.
And that
We
proved
deal
this,
with the scriptures in the
and that
word.
proved it's spiritual. See, it's all spiritual, man.
Because we deal with the word first and foremost itself, but that's just a tool we use. It's nothing but a concordance. But still within these tools, Esau, Cambridge, these Oxford, these different companies publish these things. So Esau try to slip a little leaven in the truth,
That's why you need teachers.
That's right.
Seasoned brothers that, cause even the word cosmos, they over the years, they almost changed that definition. Versus back when you used to research it, you first started using blue letter, he slipped in more stuff as far as cosmos is concerned. So that's why you need actual teachers. Like, hey, it wasn't this at first, and you got to do the right spirit and the right teachers that way you won't.
That's right.
Otherwise, it will trip you up, especially if you in this time coming to understand.
I got
No, I was gonna finish. I gotta finish this.
Yeah, let him finish this real
Yeah.
quick.
So the root word to Esau is Aishash. Aishash, which means wasted. Okay, wasted away, pined away,
Right.
like
We
wasted
in this
away like
video.
your flesh. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like you said, his pigmentation, his flesh is wasted away like a leather,
That's right.
right? And then the Y at the end of the word means he or it. So he is wasted away. You see that? But if you go in the blue letter, it's going to give you some bullshit. You see, trying to say that the root word is Aisha, which means to do or to make, which is bullshit.
Right.
So the root word to Esau is Aishash, okay, and that second shah is dropped off and replaced with the suffix Y, which means he or it. So he is wasted away, right?
He's a clean leper.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Or
like-
wasted away is he.
Just like Cain was. The Lord put that identifying target on him, man, to where you would know who that nation of people are. Because they're the only nation of people that don't have any hue or pigmentation. Because human is a compound word. Hue means color, and then man of color. Everybody has so-called color or pigment except for these red bastards, Esau.
No, that's it. But I was gonna say, in order to get the information, you have to go to a Hebrew Bible. You know what I'm saying? Hebrew and English, like concordance, or Hebrew English Bible, and it'll break it down. Because Esau, with the internet, he can change data. He can take stuff out and put stuff in.
Oh, yeah.
With them books, they don't change.
That's right.
That video will break it down to it.
Because you go to Google, man, and type in Esau, they'll say he was done away with in the Jewish-Roman wars. You know, if you say who was Edom today, I know they used to do that. I haven't looked it up in a while. Who was Esau, Edom? And they'll say that the Edomites were done away with in the Jewish-Roman war. That's what vocab, he tries to, push that doctrine. But Esau, Edom, they're still here today, man.
Yeah. They like to say that with the Israelites too. Oh, now we're all spiritual.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
man.
Nations, man.
Going into that point of Esau running from his identity, Genesis 4:12, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And we know that Esau, Edom, like brothers going into, he'll try to say the Edomites are done away with, Edomites are no longer here, to try to escape the judgments that are prescribed to the Edomites. You see, a fugitive and a vagabond, he's constantly, like the priest started off with the lesson, calling himself a Native American or this or that, but never openly claiming I am an Edomite, Edomites.
It ain't gonna go well for Esau, man. Esau is the end of the world. I just read in 2nd Ezra 6.
And to qualify that was going into Cain, but it's the same line, the same seed, the seed of the wicked, the sons of the wicked.
That's right. That's right. You can read a couple more verses in there.
This is Genesis chapter 25, verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
Right, we just read that, like I said, in 2nd Ezra 6. Jacob's hand held the heel of Esau. Go ahead.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in
And the
tents.
Most High's code, don't these attributes closely fit and align with Esau, Edom, more so than with Jacob?
That's it.
He's a cunning hunter. Who out there hunting, man? Not on just full camo gear. They'll wait for the deer in a deer stand, yeah, most likely. Embassy that he set up, because why? He's trying to have an occupation to exert those resources from these different nations, man. He hunting resources,
Can I tell you something for you?
Yep.
All right, not very now. Habakkuk 2:5, it says, yea, also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Right, just laying back on the point.
Break it down.
Because, like he brought up the precept talking about how the earth isn't going to produce, its fruit, and then also, when you go into the history of Esau being in Western Europe, the bottomless pit, that land is not known for being able to produce a lot of fruit or food, which is like, it's all spiritual, because when you put it all together, the Lord set it up for Esau to be exactly the way that he is. He had to go out and do the transatlantic, so he had to, because he didn't have it. So he had to come over here, conquer the northern kingdom, and fulfill those prophecies, the curses written in Deuteronomy 28.
Right.
And all
Transgressions by wine, if I could add too, which doesn't mean like strong drink from the wine of a grape. It's talking about the different philosophies, man.
Right.
He'll come in the guise of peace to these different nations, but really, like it says in Psalms, he got drawn swords in his heart. He's really coming to conquer. He's a man of war. But he'll come in the guise of we need to release these people from this dictator. From this tyrannical ruler.
Yeah.
Just like they demonized Gaddafi. Among others, Saddam Hussein, we can go through the list. That's part of his wine that he used to transgress,
And these characteristics, they line up with that in that story when you read throughout Genesis, right? That characteristic of his wine and having that persuasion, if you will, right? Well, that serpent also had that persuasion of having Eve to go off. Yeah. And also, too, like you brought up Cain, right? Him being that cunning hunter, the word Cain, right? When you look it up, it goes into a dagger or a knife, So that's how you know that these spiritual attributes that this man has, it goes back through the spirit, man, of the serpent in the garden. All right, Cain, man,
Yeah, because I think in Genesis 27, a couple of chapters over, it talks about Esau's blessings.
Right.
It says, you want to grab it?
Yeah, I got it.
Right here.
This is Genesis chapter 37, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
27.
27. I was
Oh shit, what I say? What I say?
37. I was like,
Oh, okay, you're right. Genesis chapter 27, verse 38.
yeah.
Yep, it reads, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Yeah.
Verse 39.
And this is pretty much after he had lost the birthright, you know. But Esau was still searching for a blessing, man. Matter of fact, somebody hold, what is it, Hebrews 12 and 21? I ain't read that. 12 and 16. I hadn't read that in a long time.
Right, no worries. Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above.
Right, the fatness meaning the substance of the earth, man. He controls the food supply, man. We don't control even our own food supply, bro. That's another reason why we should be complaining in the spirit for the Lord to bring him down, bro. A wicked group of people in power that controls the food supply, man. They control the air, the water, everything, bro.
Power, electricity.
Oil, all the resources of the earth, man. But that's another attribute to show who this damn bastard is. This is Esau. Go ahead.
Verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother.
Hey, the Native American Indians, the Gadites, they was cold with them bow and arrows, man. But Esau came over here with that Gatling gun, man. Just fire. So to the natives, they was just like, damn, we can't. This dude is untouchable, man. You know, musket guns. Yep, that's right.
It was kicking Esau's ass, so most sides had to give Esau a leg up.
Yeah, he did.
You know, Dad was so strong, they run miles and miles with just water in their mouth.
Yep.
Real warfare, to ride the horses without
No saddle,
saddle,
yeah.
so strong, so, you know, they were so bad that he needed that Gatling gun.
Yup.
Then and the way he would take out certain Native American tribes was those smooth words with war in his heart.
Yep.
The way all the hunters would go, the men would go, they would come obliterate the children, the women and children in the villages. And there was even a documentary one time where they lied and say, y'all come out, we're not gonna kill y'all. As soon as everybody came out, mowed everybody down.
So Esau, he's very tactical in warfare, but that's his blessing too. It ain't just the actual physical weapon itself, but Esau, he's a man of war, meaning he know how to strategize, he's tactical, he know how to move in, he know how to create diversions. He's a demon, bro.
Yeah.
Like Esau, when it comes to that war, he know how to get it popping, bro. Even within the inception of America, 92% or something like that, America's been in some type of battle or war the entire time.
Yep.
Yeah. And what people, like, a lot of people don't understand too, is like war is like, it's perpetuated over like generations too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like when you consider like a battle versus a war, like a battle is something that's like there, like, you know, on and off within a couple, you know, months or maybe a couple weeks or whatever.
Right.
A war, like, that's generation through generation. Like, it's planned, like, this is the next step, like, these delicate, detailed operations of what we gonna do.
Like
You know what I'm
between
saying?
them and the Russians, man, they had a term called Cold War. But some people used to say, man, the Cold War ended. The Cold War never ended, man. That's that war that the Most High set up in the spirit would be ultimately that's gonna end up leading to the destruction by thermonuclear fire of Great Babylon America. You know, because those Russians are gonna be some of the main players shooting them missiles over here. So that Cold War, like the brother was going into, that never ended. You know, it's not just a battle, you know, start one day, end another day. That's been, even though, you know, they've been more diplomatic over the years, just because they got that nuclear capability, they gotta be cool how they move, you know. But yeah, read it against a lot.
Yeah. Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
That's right, man. So read that again, Salaki.
Yeah. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
That's right. And right now, Esau has dominion, man. But they're about to be broken, okay?
Yep. That lines up with the so-called white man. That happened twice after the rule of King David and King Solomon. When the kingdoms were split, and Edom started to gain more momentum after they fled to Egypt, and also the Renaissance period. Who ruled after that? 1,000 years? It was Jacob.
Yep.
During the Byzantine Empire, the Holy Roman Empire,
Yep.
and in the Renaissance period, who was that came back in the power? Those were white people.
Right.
So that clearly fits that prophecy, man. They're the only ones that was able to do that. And expand. They the so-called Negroes coming back into power. So that fits that prophecy right there.
Man, that's heavy. That's it on Genesis.
I got the Hebrews 12 for you.
Yeah, go ahead. You got another precept?
Yeah, I had just to land back off that war.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 6.
Yeah, he quoted that. Yeah.
Oh, you called?
No,
Nah,
get
go
it,
for
get it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
This Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. Yeah.
That red horse.
Yep, yeah, that's it. This Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red. Yeah, that horse symbolizing that power. You know, it says that was red. This is referring to the Edomites. It says, and power was given to him that set thereon to take peace from the earth. We know, hey, you starting with the Greeks, starting with the Romans, still Edomites. They took peace from the earth to this very day. Like the brother mentioned that fact. That's a fact. Ever since America was established, they've been at war for 90% of the time. All right, that's
Going back to the Grecians, man. It says when Alexander, matter of fact, get First Maccabees, the first chapter. I gotta dust that off too. I don't want to misquote it. I know y'all probably know what I want. Yeah, you already know. It's like verse
11.
11.
I got it right here. Verse 9.
It's 9, yeah. Go ahead. Start at 7, actually.
Okay. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, which that was basically the span of his military campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It says, and his servants bear rule every one in his place.
Right, which y'all know the servants of Alexander, which represents those generals who were going to war with him, was Seleucus, Ptolemy, Cassander, and Lysimachus. All right, go ahead.
God. It says in verse 9, it says, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
Right, so just to back up what the brother read in Revelation 6, them taking peace from the earth, when Esau came into power, when they really had a foothold in the earth, man, evils were multiplied in the earth, man. The scriptures also talk about their order of wickedness, man. Meaning wherever they set their red toe, man, it's all types of havoc and mayhem is coming, you know? Was it more to that Revelation 6?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 29:16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases, but the righteous shall see their fall.
You can break it down.
Back it up, yeah. You know, look at multiply that's when the transgression increases. So that lines perfectly up with that first method. When Esau increases reign, he becomes that border of wickedness, like you said. Now, all manner of wickedness and BS is multiplied in the earth, and that's what we see now. That's what makes Esau the wicked. That's what makes him line up with all these prophecies, man.
And all these other nations to this day, it's like they cringe when they see Esau coming into their land, man. Nobody wants Esau in their land, bro, because they know it's gonna be bad news in some form or fashion for them. You know, he's gonna change the culture of how everything operates. You know.
Well, that's pretty much what he's done across the four corners of the earth. He'll come in there and take the resources. Like if you look at, I was watching a documentary about France having those different colonies in Africa, specifically West Africa. You know, all those colonies over there that pretty much use they use a currency that France injected into their system, and in turn, these other nations were able to do business with France. But basically, France gave these the countries down there the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the businesses, Esau basically sucked all the resources out of these nutrient-rich lands and pays them back, pennies on the dollar for the profits. So Esau is basically a leech in the earth, man. And that's just one small example. That's one of the 7 heads of the dragon, But we know Esau runs France. Same thing over here. When he came over here, he extracted the resources. That's what Revelation 18 talks about. It gives a long list of different things, right? That Babylon the Great has won because he's had rule over this land.
That's right.
If I can add, that's what it goes into in the book of Obadiah, as it goes into Esau, man. Right, speaks about how great gatherers came unto thee. Would they not leave? A little bit behind. According to the law. But this man, he doesn't. He literally takes everything, man.
That's the welfare system, what you're talking about. Really, you're not supposed to hoard up everything. You're supposed to leave, certain grapes and things behind for the poor. But Esau, he takes everything, man, every morsel. He'll take the refrigerator.
Yeah. He's like the Grinch.
Yo, exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
Just like the Grinch. Yeah. I mean, and that's what he's really trying to solidify with this, digital, economy that he has, pretty much out there already. Having everything on blockchain technology to where he can track all the payments. No more of these underhanded, business deals, right? He wants to have access to everything that you're doing, man.
Yo, the souls of men, it's in Revelation somewhere. Somebody can find that. Hold that, and then somebody go back. You was on in Habakkuk 2, right?
Yeah, I did that.
We need to go back to that after you finish. Was it more to that?
Yeah, it was only a little bit more.
Okay, because I'm gonna round robin because y'all hit some interesting points, but I want to go back to Habakkuk 2 and like 5, and then that. Go ahead.
Yep, Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that set the ones to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So yeah, that goes back to that back to the time of the beginning, going to the orders of Esau. He was blessed by the Lord. The Lord's still in full control, even though this man is doing what he's doing. He was given that great sword. He was given that power. All right, he had done just that. These empires have been successful through that military might. Look at America today. Look at Russia. All right, these nations are powerful because of that military might, and that's what's going to end them as well. They're going to fall into their own pit through the stone nuclear missile destruction.
That's right, because a divided house shall not stand, man. Because the Russians, those are Edomites also. A lot of them. Let's go to Habakkuk 2 real quick.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5 again. It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
Right, so he always has a military occupation. Like I said earlier, he has embassies, military bases in all of these different nations throughout the planet. Neither keepeth at home. Go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied.
He's insatiable. He can't be satisfied. You would think like, damn, bro, you got all gold, you got all oil, you control the currency. It's like you would think you would just kind of chill out, but it's like he all gas, no brakes. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it tells you that like in the Avatar series, in the movies, he basically telling him, so he's basically saying, no matter, it could be any planet, it could be, galaxies away, it don't matter, you're gonna pull up and you're gonna try to take what you got.
That's exactly what he did.
That's the spirit that's on Esau.
They shooting nukes and stuff at the moon. They wilding, bro.
They say riches are not humbly for a nigger.
Right. That's right. Matter of fact, somebody hold Sirach 10. It's around like 30 something. I'm digging in the bag, man.
How does it go? I got it right here.
Sorry,
Okay.
The last two verses, yup.
Yeah, okay. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse
30.
Yeah, verse 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches.
Right. And we would represent the poor man right now, man. We skillful in everything. We was the slaves. We was building all of the machinery, the tools. We built up this kingdom, really. But Esau, of course, takes the credit like he did for all of those inventions that Jake made through patents, So we're honored, in for our skill in poverty. But go ahead.
Verse 31, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?
So how much more when we got everything, we gonna be honored? The nations are gonna be really just honored to honor us, if that makes sense, man. They grudgingly honor Esau just because they have to. They got no choice if they want to sustain themselves, right? Nobody don't really want to deal with Esau if they don't have to, bro, when you really think about it.
Right.
Go ahead.
If I was like, I was gonna say, yeah, that makes perfect sense because you look at the relationship, King Hiram had, with Solomon. He was honored, to be a servant under Solomon, man, because it was a righteous regime.
That's right.
Right. This is
some people, even they women, man, they love Jake, man. It could be Jake. He ain't even got $6 in his bank account, but he get him a nice little Edomite thing. He in the in the $5,000 a month condo. He kicked up watching the game, chilling. She's serving him asparagus and you know, whatever.
Stroganoff and shit.
Shit good.
Yeah. Stroganoff eating that bitch.
Half done steaks, man.
That green casserole with Rice Krispie flakes on top.
Just has to have a little humor, man. But Jake, we're honored, you know, in a lower state, so how much more when we have everything, bro? But go ahead, the flip side of that.
Yeah. This is Sirach 10 and 31. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?
So he's a dishonorable POS in riches, man. He has everything, but he still don't have no decorum, no etiquette, or how to handle it. So how you think he gonna act when everything is taken from him?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hard, brutal captivity when they're in our kingdom, bro. Cause they so entitled, all that pride, they ain't gonna know how to deal with it, man. One day it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be holy hell for Esau in the kingdom, bro.
First 30 minutes.
You know? Like the apostles always say, man, that spot is gonna go by so quick. We gonna argue right there waiting. Like after that sun go down.
Yeah. Oh, like I Am Legend.
Yo,
When the dogs was waiting for that.
Because our weekends be going by quick. You know, it's Monday before you know it, man. We right back at work.
That's why in Isaiah 14.
Put your voice up too, brother.
That's why I say in Isaiah 14 about the nation sin. Is this the man, you know, that how the hell? Yeah, he shake kingdom. Yeah, he gonna be brought down to a lower state. Right. So all the nations gonna see him round about. Right.
That's the point on that. We can get a few more. Probably end out because I'm not very long. I'll just see whatever y'all got. Y'all can break it down in the few steps y'all got. Go ahead and continue.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5, halfway through the verse, it says, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and keepeth unto him all people.
Right, so that's why he's coming with this digital system, because Esau really, he wants control over all people, man. He wants everyone to be treated like goyim. That's what the elites call it, our cattle. You know, well, you have control of your cattle, right? Yep. So that's how Esau views the nations and the people. That's why he's trying to create a system where he can monitor and track everything, because he wants to control over your every aspect of your life, man. That's how the money. He don't just want the control of the resources of the earth. He wants control of the actual people. Yeah. And even furthermore, like we're gonna get. And as a matter of fact, go ahead and get that.
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 12. The point is in verse 13. It says, the merchandise of gold and silver, or really, let's see. This goes until once, Babylon is getting new, right? And the other nations are seeing her far off, right? Seeing the smoke of her torment ascend up. All right, they're on the other side, all right, looking at her destruction. And this is what they're saying, verse 10. The point in 13, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
Right, because all these other heathen nations, these so-called Chinese, Japanese, they're only in bed with the whore of America to make money, to make profit. So they don't even weep when this system go down because they're connected to it. Okay? Go ahead.
For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Right, because America is the greatest consumer nation, and a lot of the things that we consume come from the Southeast Asian nation, mainly China. Okay?
The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thyine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat.
Ooh, that's a lot of inventory.
Man, I about to say that's the whole warehouse. I'm like, shit, fuck the store, that's the warehouse. Yeah. That's the distribution center.
Yeah. I guess you in the warehouse right there. Yeah.
If I can add, that proves that Esau controls Babylon the Great.
Yo.
Because what does it say? Genesis 25th chapter, how he's going to have the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. We're reading the fatness, part of the fatness right
He's
here.
going into everything. All of these things is found in the earth, man. Frankincense, cinnamon, brass, iron. These are all resources of the earth. Okay? Continue.
Esau steals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The scripture say his desire is as hell.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He neither keep it at home. You know, you got it.
We're going to come back to Habakkuk 2. You can jump down like to verse 12. Go ahead.
Okay. In the middle part of verse 13, it says, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beast, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and
you know what? To see him, like, basically, you're going to compromise your standard with the Most High, man. You're going to be completely in bed. You basically made a covenant with death, a covenant with Satan if you accept that, man. Yep. He wants the souls of men. Okay?
I got a quick one, Salaki. This is the book of Mark, chapter 8, and Mark chapter 8 and verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Because Esau wants your soul, man. All right, and ultimately, like the Quan just mentioned, all right, by selling out, all right, by getting that MOTV in your right hand or forehead, that's pretty much a solidification and a stamp that you have sold yourself. You sold your entire essence, your entire makeup. You've given yourself wholly over into the beast. So this seed is going to be a solidifying marker, all right, that Esau's bought you, man. Going back to that, to the all, the law of the all in the book of Exodus, I believe what chapter is that, 13?
I don't know for sure, right?
Mark
God.
going to the door.
Yeah.
Take their
Yep.
to the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the all, like a piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
21.
That's 21, actually.
Okay, 21.
Yeah.
Time.
Hey, but if I can add to the brother's point about the sea hill, what did Aaron Russo say in the early 2000s? He said, any type of disobedience or resistance, we just turn their chip off. That's him having your soul like the Lord would in his hand. He's like, oh, you want to live? Be obedient. You want to die? Turn the chip off. You're gonna die. Take your spirit out. Or have something else tragic happen to you.
Right, I remember that old church song. He got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. That's really what Esau. He's trying to take the place of the Most High. He wants everything in his hands. Which hands represents power. Okay, he wants power over everything, man. Not just resources, not just animals, land. He wants people, the souls of men.
He got that already.
Right.
He like, no, like Habakkuk said, he can't be satisfied.
That's
He
right.
want more.
That's right. He wants to act like a god on earth, pretty much.
Was that that picture like Uncle Sam? He's like he's like, I want you. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the military campaign.
I want you, boy.
Yeah, he wants some niggas, man, to get his MOTV.
That's right.
Nigga want souls and men.
Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 20. The point is in the latter part of this verse. It says, yea, and without these might they have fallen down with one blast, being persecuted of vengeance and scattered abroad through the breath of thy power. And here's the point. But thou hast ordered all things in measure and number and weight. Now the purpose of me getting the scriptures because it's giving you a characteristic and an attribute of Yahweh by Shema Shai. How everything that he does, it's in measure, number, and weight. And when you read the book of 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, right, it speaks about the man in sin who is Esau, Edom. And one of the things that he's doing, he's exalting himself and opposing himself above all that is called God. And he showeth himself to be the Most High. All right, so this is what Esau's trying to do on the left-hand side. As the Most High does everything in measure, number, and weight, this is what Esau's trying to do with this tracking system. Carbon footprint tracking system.
Biometrics, because that's all the sea hip is biometrics, body measurement, where they can track everything through that device, every movement, everything, bro. Is it more?
That's it.
All right, so, we can end out on Habakkuk 2 and 12, and then jump down to 16, I think, after you read 12. Or 15 after you read 12. That's all I got.
Okay. It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth
a city by iniquity.
Right, and woe is an old Quaker English word that means destruction, okay? So destruction to him that built up the town with blood and established a city by iniquity. Who fits this attribute? America, man. How was America built? By the blood. They almost committed genocide on the Gadites, the North American Indians, okay? Just to establish this control of this land, man. And then, of course, Judah built it up, okay? Go ahead and jump to 15.
Habakkuk 2 and 15, it says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Right, and that's what they did, mainly to the children of Israel, man. You know, through philosophy, we assimilated into this false culture. We would discontinue from our heritage. You know, we would made to speak their language, live the ways that they live, celebrate all these demonic pagan holidays, and have that separation from keeping our high holy days, and that separation in our connection to our power, okay, through this damn devil. So he can blame us like we meant to, and accuse us before the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 16, it says, thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
So right now we're in a time where there's a shaming campaign on Esau, Edom, man. All of their wickedness is being put at the forefront. And they can't handle it. That's why they be mad right now, man. Because everyone's addressing them finally. Especially Amalek, the chief demonic head of Satan, or of Edom, rather. Go ahead.
It says, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Right, and that cup, it represents captivity and just brutal hell. You know, like we read in Lamentation 4 earlier, they're about to receive of that cup. And the scriptures also talk about they're going to have to drink of the dregs of that cup. So they're going to really experience the bitterness of captivity, slavery, the condition on earth known as hell. Okay? So we're in that time, man. Y'all was precept?
I have one more just to back it up.
Yeah, we'll just end out on yours.
And also backs up the point you made. Revelation 18 kind of says it proves Esau is controlling Babylon. Psalm 137:7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. So they said, the Most High, everything, they're being remembered now. And that's what we're praying for, because what did they do in that time? This is referring to what? 1 Ezra 4 chapter, when they helped the Babylonians sack our temple. They went there burning, cheering us on, and catching 80 strays, you know, that had tried to get away. So they was really complicit in the downfall of Jerusalem in that time. So we're, and that's the same thing with spirit land, that you have to remember these things. That's right. You know, that's how they remember now. O daughter of Babylon, who art is being destroyed. So that links Esau with the daughter of Babylon. So we know there's two Babylons in the scripture.
Right.
Okay, the original to be a Babylonian empire, and Babylon the Great, which is prophesied to be destroyed in the latter days, and it links Esau right there, Babylon.
Right, because he's the virgin daughter of Babylon, okay?
Yep. And they're part of the city unto that. So they followed all those ways, those idols, all that process and philosophy that they exhibit that and implement that right now. Now we shall believe that is more than thee, as thou hast served us. Say that what we're talking about. Right? Things that they did unto us, we're going to do unto them double. You know, we can't quantify them now, but in the spirit, we don't get close to that as humanly possible. Happy shall you be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone. So we're not going to have any pity on little children as they did us. You know, using our kids like alligator bait, using our kids for football, sit their dirty ass on their backs and all that. So regardless of the children or old people, the elderly of our people, we're going to do the same thing. A good representation, I don't know if I remember the descendants, Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Oh, man.
You know, that's a throwback. We watched that when he first came to camp, where they were going in there, mutilating the slave masters, and they was grabbing, it showed they grabbing, like babies out of the fridge, slamming their ass against the wall. So y'all haven't seen that, pull it up on our
Classic right there. It's probably still on.
Yeah, that's a good representation of what we're
Tom's Cabin.
Yeah, on the Tom's Cabin. We're gonna pay them back double for what they did.
It's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble pursuant to Thessalonians. Alright? Go ahead up. So I mean, the big payback is on the rise, man. So we're in a transition of power right now. Brothers, don't get weary, don't get doubtful, because the Most High, He's made big promises to us. You know that we're in a time where they're gonna be fulfilled. But our enemy, his kingdom has to be thrown down, and in that process, we're gonna catch adversity as hell. But we have so much more to look forward to once the kingdom is established. So, brothers, hold fast to the faithful word and endure until our big brother Yahweh Shah comes to deliver us. So, with all being said, Lord willing, this edified the body. You want to give all praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, peace and blessings to the elect. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.
I took that shit. I took that shit, bro. This nigga get you. So,
It could win more and more and more.
This is flu ball. Give him a shot.
It could really go all that.
Yeah, okay. Just in case. Trust me, bro. Okay, you said.
all you gotta do is get a drop.